Hello, my name is Lachlan and welcome to BricksNShticks. Today I'll be reviewing LEGO set 76281, the X-Men X-Jet. Released on the 1st of January 2024 for ages 8 and up, this set comes with 359 pieces and retails for $100 Australian dollars or 85 US. This set is based off the X-Men 97 animated series, and the artworks on the front of the box really shows, along with the minifigure portraits and background art styles being very reminiscent of the show. Talking about minifigures, this set comes with 4 of them: Cyclops, Magneto, Rogue, and of course, Wolverine. Turning our eyes quickly to the left of the box now, we can see that classic LEGO Marvel comic art which continues up onto the top of the box, along with this set's 1-to-1 scaled minifigure, Wolverine. Onto the back of the box now, we get to see the X-Jet parked with some fun imagery of the minifigures in action. And of course, we can't forget about the tiles showing some of the extra play features, including storage crates, stud launchers, and more, all of which I'll talk about soon. But before I can do that, we need to get this box open. Inside we get 4 number bags, 2 loose parts, 1 instruction manual, and 1 sticker sheet with 12 unique stickers. Speeding right on over to the minifigures, we've got ourselves in bag 1, Wolverine. Like the rest of the minifigures in this set, Wolverine is wearing his comic accurate suit that he wears in the show. Unfortunately, this figure does not include any arm printing, unlike his CMF counterpart from only a few months earlier. It's a bit annoying, but thankfully LEGO did include the leg and toe printing for him, as well as both sides of the torso being printed. LEGO also included 2 face prints for this version of Wolverine, one with the white goggles to give a cool effect through the cowl, and one without, which would look quite good if LEGO had included a hairpiece for him, which they did for his CMF counterpart. This is certainly not the best Wolverine we've seen, but if you missed out on finding him in the CMFs, this is an excellent next best. In bag 2, we've got Magneto. Like the Wolverine minifigure, Magneto is lacking in areas, but making up for them in others. The main things I feel that are missing are arm printing and leg printing. But personally, I feel like LEGO made up for this by including a cloth cape piece and super accurate printing on both sides of the torso. Similar again to Wolverine, Magneto has 2 face prints, the first of which has a scheming sort of smile, and on the other side, he looks seriously angry. LEGO also decided to go that little bit further and include a small side build for Magneto with his metal platform that allows him to fly within the show. I have to admit that when I first got this set, this was my least favorite minifigure of it. But after watching the show, it has definitely grown a lot on me. On to bag 3, we can find ourselves Cyclops. Rocking that vibrant blue suit, LEGO gave him some excellent printing on both the front and the back of his torso. And as you can see from that hairpiece not doing the best job at hiding it, Cyclops does also have a second face print, which looks a bit more serious than the other. And again, unfortunately, LEGO did not give him any arm or leg printing. Overall, I do for the most part really like this minifigure. And finally, bag 4, we've got Rogue. This minifigure I feel extremely mixed about. For starters, the detailing with the white stripe on her hair is great to see, as well as the printed legs. The thing that conflicts me though, is the yellow printing on the torso. This issue typically occurs when a light color is printed on top of a much darker color, and this is just so in your face with Rogue's minifigure. Looking past that issue though, we do see a second face print and some nice back detailing. If it weren't for that printing error on the torso, this would probably have to be my favorite minifigure of the set. But now, you know what time it is. It's time to look at the actual build of the set. Starting off in the cockpit, we can see that the interior can only fit 2 figures here. Thankfully for those 2 seats, LEGO did make them a lot easier for play, with only including 2 studs to hold the minifigures down. In here, we can also see where the first of our 3 stickers went, including controls and a display showing Magneto. Moving on to the secondary cockpit, we've got a very similar layout, with the 2 studded seats and 3 stickers, including 2 for controls and a display, this time showing diagnostics of the plane behind a transparent blue piece. And to add to the similarities, both cockpits open up in the exact same way. Moving down the jet a little more, we've got ourselves 2 storage crates. Getting these guys out can be a little fiddly at times, as you need to open the secondary cockpit a tiny bit, and then find somewhere to grip, and then pull the crates out. Inside the crates, I personally like to store the excess studs for the stud launchers, as well as Wolverine's claws when setting him inside the jet. And for those wondering, putting the crates back into their slots is the exact same way as taking them out, just backwards. As I just mentioned, this set does in fact have 2 stud launchers. If we look at the underside of the jet, we can see a small section which includes these bad boys, as well as a small landing light. I don't think LEGO intended for this feature, but this part allows for the set to be hung up on a wall, which is how I personally like to keep the set on display. Looking at the jet from a back angle, we get to see that iconic X, made from additions to the thrusters, with some spring-loaded shooters attached to the bottom halves on both sides. Looking at the jet on a side profile now, we can see all the external places the rest of the stickers got used, as well as the lights on the edge of the wings. Overall, I really enjoyed this build and how it ended up looking. Stickers don't bother me as much as they do for other people I know, but at least it's not the Avengers Tower. Maybe consider subscribing so you don't miss out when I eventually get to reviewing that behemoth. This has been one of the first Marvel sets I have bought in a while. Normally I end up buying a set because of a combination of both the build and the minifigures, but this set, I mainly bought it for the build alone. For such a compact build, LEGO really nailed the look of this jet, and I applaud them for it. In my opinion, this set had the perfect amount of bags. The build didn't feel drawn out, but it also felt like I could have kept building this set for hours and hours on end. As much as I love the build though, the minifigures are the real drawbacks of this set, not to mention the price. Most of the issues I have with the minifigures are very minute and are easy to overlook, but for me, the fact that there was a much better version of Wolverine that came out a mere matter of months before this set released just doesn't sit right with me. Would I buy this set for the full $100? Absolutely not. Like the set I reviewed last fortnight, which you should definitely watch after you're done with this video, I would strongly suggest waiting until you can find this set on sale elsewhere. Like always though, I'll include a link in the description below to LEGO's website where you can pick this setup for yourself. But that's it for this video. Next fortnight I'll be back in the setup I was in for my first video, so get subscribed so you don't miss out on that. Don't forget to comment down below telling me what sets you would like to see me review in the future. Stay safe and talk soon.